Hey everyone, this is Anurag Ray from PestRemovalWarrior.com, and in this video I'm going to talk about cold-blooded animal list. Now before you continue this video, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and notification bell so that you can receive updates about my videos when it is uploaded and also help my channel grow. Now there is no such animals, no such mammals that are truly cold-blooded. They are actually warm-blooded. But when they are referring to cold-blooded animals, I most likely think it's because of they are crocodiles, turtles, big lizards, and that's why I'm going to mention their name over here. The first and foremost thing that's the most prominent that many people think as animals, which on the other hand they are actually reptiles, are the crocodiles. Now the crocodiles, as you have seen, they are really big and they usually live with other animals like the lions and tigers, and they hunt wild animals. But they are actually reptiles. Now they don't really have the way to control their body temperature. So for the thermoregulation, they have to come up then absorb it heat to maintain their body temperature, and for cooling down their body they have to go inside the water. So they have to do it repeatedly. So you haven't seen them that they have coming up and then waiting there. So this is because during that time their body temperature drops, and if they continue to stay on the water, it's possible that their body temperature will drop even more, and then they will die from there. So they have to maintain a proper temperature to continue to work properly, because if they're not maintaining that optimum temperature, they may not be able to function properly. Much like us, if you are just too much cold, then you know what will happen. So because of that reason, the crocodile also have to maintain their body temperature, and for that reason they have come up the sun, and when their body temperature is too hot, they just go into the water to maintain their body temperature. The next one is the lizards. Now there are lizards that stay in your house, and there are also lizards out there that can actually like the big ones, the monitor lizard, the Komodo dragons. They are, people also consider them to be animals, which again they are again reptiles over here, and they also have to regulate their body temperature by using the help of the sun. Now since they cannot also regulate their body temperature, they have to come up on the sun and absorbs it heat. And during cool down, they can usually wait in the shade of the tree or just in a colder regions where they can actually cool down their body. So they have to do it consistently in order to maintain the proper temperature. Otherwise, the same thing can happen and they can even die. The third one is the turtles. Now turtles are, people don't really consider them to be animals, but they are also cold-blooded. Now the sea turtles especially big, and they can grow up to 1 ton of weight. So because of that reason, they are enormous, and it's a struggle for them to come up on the surface sometimes. So because of that, because they cannot always come up on the surface, they have to regulate their body temperature while in the water. So in order to do that, do these things, that is, they go to the warmer region of the water when their body temperature swings, and when they feel like the enough heat from the water, they have warmed up their bodies, they can go up to the colder regions of the water to again balance their bodies temperature over there. So that's how they maintain their body temperature inside the water, because in the water there are two different kind of water. One the warm water, another is the cold water. So these waters can be found in every kind of water body, so they use that to their advantage and maintains their body temperature. The fourth one is the frogs. Now frogs are also cold-blooded, and they also have to absorb heat from the sun. Now they also usually come around in the morning time and in the evening time, and avoid the afternoon time because it's too hot for them. And during that time they absorb the heat, and then they go off to the water to cool themselves down, and then after that they come up again in the evening to again warm themselves up, and then stay over the night and maintain as much body temperature as possible. Now if they are not maintaining this body temperature, they won't be able to function. So it's really important for them to maintain their body temperature, because all of the effect in our bodies, like the digestion to the activity they have to do, for the hunting activities they have to do, it requires them to maintain a proper body temperature. Otherwise, without those things, they won't be able to perform those, the body won't be able to perform those, and they will be dead after some time. So because of that reason they have to do this, and because of these reasons they have to come up on the surface. Now when the people say that they are referring to the cold-blooded animals, like I mentioned before, there are no cold-blooded animals. The mammals are warm-blooded, and so they cannot be included in the list. So the only people that consider them to be animal, because many people consider the crocodiles to be an animal, which of course now in that way you can think that they are the animal, but then in reality they are just reptiles. And people also consider lizards to be, the big lizards to be animals. They aren't, they are reptiles. So because reptiles in general have to maintain their body temperature in this way, it is common across all of the reptiles, and it's also common among the snakes. Now the snakes are also another one who also cannot regulate the body temperature, so they have to come up on the surface and take the heat from the cold, hot, warm regions, and then have to go to the cold regions when they have to cool down. Now there are different kind of snake species out there. Their behavior is a little bit different, but they have to maintain the body temperature in certain ways. Now, there are different methods they use. Usually in the most of the time they come up on the surface, absorb the heat of the sun, and that's how they maintain their body temperature. Sometimes during the extreme winter season they actually go into hibernation, and during the warm regions, when there is this not cold, they usually go around a shade of a tree or go inside a place where there will be cold regions, and they cool themselves down over there. Because during the summer time, as you know, the temperature can rise really high, and they need to find a proper place so that the temperature, the body temperature doesn't increases abruptly. Otherwise they can also die. So they have to maintain a proper balance over here. So snakes also finds out a proper time when they have to come out and gauge the heat from the sun, and then they goes to a place where they can cool off and maintain their body temperature. So that's it for this video. Hope you find something helpful from this video. If you really enjoyed this video, don't forget to click on the like, comment and subscribe button. Uploading 2 videos every single week. There is a Monday and Friday. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button and notification bell. Thank you.